do it better than he can. Really like that, no pretend. Had to get him back, just a revenge. I'ma go to Paris for the weekend. I'ma go with for the weekend. Sports mode, cause I be speeding. No safety, I'm bleeding. I can never fumble, I defend. Going hard for my sisters. Hurry up, take my picture. Heels hurt, I got blisters. Touchdown, make me richer. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Yeah, what's up?
Eat 'em up, yo.
Yeah, I was a little tired. Let's get ready for the summer. Even if they don't want it, we gon' give it to them.
Eat 'em up.
Everything is changing. But, you know, I'm positive about everything, so I feel like it's gonna change for the better.
I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number. I do my own stunts, don't need a backup. Tired of feeling broke, I got my racks up. These 4 pockets full won't fold on me. How you claim me, you my dog, and then you hold on me. Nowadays, they ain't showing real loyal. I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number one. I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number one.
Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this?
Murder on the bitch, so it's not nice.
Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, I don't never rest. Down said hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in the hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. I just made a mess, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I just made a mess, I just made a mess, I just made a mess. When they throw the pass, all I know is catch. I just want the bag, like a Nike check. All I know is flex. Bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free form. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, I don't never rest. Down said hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. I just made a mess. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I just made a mess. On the sideline watching, so I make them clap it up, clap, clap, clap it up.
Yo, who's on here?
Stinks in here.
Damn fun though.
Lose your weight, man. Why you gotta take your weight, man? I'll be sending pictures of your hand or something.
Bucks ain't in online yet, bro.
What?
Shit. Dude, I got to play. He ain't in online yet. Sheesh. Oh, there he is. He online now. Yeah, buddy.
There's another winter storm coming.
Yeah. Good luck, bro. If you got a mic. Alright, well, you gotta quit talking now. Shit. Don't only talk so much.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the results on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. They find some open field here. 30, past the 20.
Take off your helmet and get
down. Tampa Bay.
God damn it.
Leonard Fournette, 69 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage
Oh, why that stupid bitch fucking run out. Bastard. I don't know how the goddamn team's hurting either.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 24, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Out to his left. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 88 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
That's the way. 72.
So I'm only defying my children.
Throwing now is Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, and he finds Gronk. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. But defensively here, Charles, you know, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talking.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 14, Mike 14. Help him. Mike 14, Mike 14. Here we go, D.
Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 57 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
My 14. My 14. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Not today, you are. Not today. 45, 45, 45.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Back 55. Back 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Alert. Go, Bandit.
To throw, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Let's go, D. Mike 14. 50. Mike 14. Hey, check. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 14. Mike 14. On the ball.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Wow.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Him and goddamn fucking Chris Godwin. Fuck.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man, Wilson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
14, Mike 14. Here we go, here we go. 14's the mic, 14's the mic. You got nothing. Sugar. You got nothing.
On 1st down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, my God.
Got a man.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin on his way to a monster game. 3
Bro, I can't stand people
touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
I'll get the goddamn ball back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with.
And that's caught inside the 30.
You gotta love it, baby. Give us some more.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
No goddamn way. Oh my God.
An extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball.
Oh my God.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And
This
not
is
realizing the
fucking
danger
crazy.
lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Wow.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're gonna need some therapy after this. 14's the mic. 14's the go on. No, 66. Day, every day, any day.
Now Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The fuck, man. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, 46. Jam.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Five yards remain on second down.
Watch the run. 45. Mike, 45.
Play action now. Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 55.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they work this out past the 25.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Tackles. Easy. Deuce. Check nine. You go tight. You got
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hey, we got to get this stop here. Mike 42. I got 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
No fucking way.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, this is a
no fucking way, bro. This is fucking.
How far they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The give is to Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott now from the 50. This to Jarwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And Dak Prescott was not the only Cowboy to miss the bulk of last season. Remember, Blake Jarwin went down in the Sunday night opener on the road against the Rams. He's back healthy and makes a nice catch there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And without as much fanfare as you might expect, Amari Cooper's gone over 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons. And even without Dak Prescott for much of last year, he finished with a career-high 92 catches.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to end.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, to get deep on me here, I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Prescott off play action. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he gets it down to the 32. 55 rushing yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Prescott on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30. 10.
Oh, that was
and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs on one play have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 7, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott from the gun. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's gonna bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Carlton Davis picks it, dances by him. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
People constantly make the joke about defensive backs being wide receivers that can't catch, but Carlton Davis puts a line to that theory, snags that one, and he's not a guy who gets a lot of publicity, but a big part of the Bucs run to the Super Bowl title last year. A former 2nd-round pick out of Auburn in 2018, he led the Buccaneers with 4 interceptions.
And Fournette with a 1st down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check it, reload.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Check. 47.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
That's complete to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Prescott.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Dak.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Prescott.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Mike 14. Hey, 66.
Brady going to throw here. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
You what, son?
Now Brady. He's got Gronkowski yet again.
Just leave me alone. Get up there and watch your iPad, or you're not playing a damn game.
Going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Brady to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bucs, they begin their Super Bowl defense with a victory here in the Thursday night opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on...
Check me out, I think the tables done turned. Forget the bridges we done built, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out, well now it's the word. I bring in paper, paper, paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begins right now. Catch me if you can, total catch up, but I still can't even see him from the view. Got my check up, and now I'm trying to blow a bag of two. Proud of shoe, and all designer drip, get what I desire. Put him out, what I told him, cause that boy, he on fire. Walk in that thing and air it out, been in my bag a little bit. Remember my pockets in a jar, I couldn't the little chick. They say that Trini left his paper. You see, that's a milk. Why you catch all my brothers ballin', ain't shooting no bricks. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables done turned. Forget the bridges we done built, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out, well now it's the word. I bring in paper, paper, paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begins right now. Catch me if you can. Never really care what they say. On God, only ever care about one thing. Ching, ching, ching. Cha-chain, rack-A's, hit the bank. Ba-bang, ba-bang, put you in your place. Wait, they done got me started. Without me, it's not a party. Ma, he got it rockin'. We bring havoc to your lobby. Tristan, he got shotty. They gon' copy cause we poppin'. Blues up in my wallet. If I like it, then I cop it. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables done turned. Forget the bridge we done built. This time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out. Well, now it's the word. I bring in paper from the first to the first. They count me out. Now count me in. Oh, I'm hot. Sizzling. Don't count me out. It all begins right now. Catch me if you can.
Switch up plays, spend a little money, don't care how it's made. Drop top, cool, catch sun rays. Start off without it, gotta get it one day. Doing 200 on the runway, got a bad chick, she ripping the runway. It's Super Bowl Sunday, rip out my heart, you a demon. I get the money for real, no reason. Why everybody come through unpolitely? I ride around in exotic. Wake me up cause I gotta be dreaming. If only my dogs could see this. Never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you dated, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day. My whole team in a huddle. I done caught over gazillion plays. Yeah, a legend now, not in the making. Breaking records, these are things we celebrate. Yeah, it took a L to keep you humble. All that money start coming in lakes. I drive the Rari through the tunnel. I need a passport, I'm riding foreign plates. I ain't never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you dated, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day.
I used to burn CDs and pass them around. I used to email the venues and ask them if I could be open and act for the rappers that's passing through town. I used to be the one kids in my city was laughing about. I used to envision everything happening now. I used to ride the bus and listen to Kendrick Lamar. He just like the video that I made back when I started to study his bars. I'd like to think that he probably related to someone that's come so far. To someone that wanted it badly, then when it got it and turned to a star. Overly dedicated, a title that resonated. I wanna be recognized, I wanna be decorated. Truthfully, back then I couldn't imagine a life where I never made it. Go ahead and let them hate it. Let them hate it.
I ain't never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends,
Favorite religion was the moolah. Made a couple million, hallelujah. Daddy was a to you. Called a homeschooler. Never did homework. I was going home with the work, no tutor. Used to have nothing. Grew up with the hustlers and the killers. Now I'm kicking it with Puffy in the villa. Chillin'. Click full of zombies like Thriller. Got real. About to get real. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Duh. I ain't trying to make a living. I'm out here trying to make a killer. Stack a couple million to the ceiling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling.
Know I'ma feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling.
Hey, Belly, them ready.
When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's
Them
just
gyal
how
a
I'm
red eye, never make right. Me, they are something like them I get by. Never bow for the fame. Heads high, never come so all them I see a tail light. Been a real from the ghetto. I ain't never gon' switch, that's facts though. Can't get me out like stain. I'ma grow tough, I'ma know pain. Haters talk with a bad tongue. Can't break me, twiddly so dumb. I'ma be a giant P5 from doing it so big like Drake, I'm on one. My big box got me feeling so bossy like Lauren Hill. Me, I kill them softly. This a girl rather fi be cold than naughty. Cause if my too loyal, then it's gon' cost me. And that's just how I feel. Yeah,
That's just how I'm feeling.
that's how I feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. Big boss, I'm a big boss. Up north, Rick Ross. I got the pump that'll make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross.